Dear students, in the last lecture, we have seen second poem. Now, before we move on to next content, let's have some discussion. Informal one. Now, I would like to ask you a simple question. What kind of person are you? Tricky question. Whether you are a polite person, a rude person, arrogant, cooperative person, egoistic, helpful, friendly, etc. etc. So you are with your answer. I know, you know yourself. But before you could guess your answer, before you come to the conclusion, I have a self-assessment test for you. With this test, you can analyze what kind of person you are. No need to answer me. Just answer to yourself, but be true to yourself. Don't be diplomatic. See, I have two situations. In this situation, how would you react? First situation is this. Your younger sister or brother, sibling, has taken your pen without your permission, without asking you. And your younger sister or younger brother lost your pen, which was very precious to you. How would you react? Second situation, you are sitting in a hotel and a waiter unknowingly pours water or some dish on your cloth. How would you react in that situation? Now, before you could give the answers to yourself, let's see this video. You would enjoy this. See this.
Well, I think he knew that there would be a response. He was there, his back foot waiting for it. And what a way to bring up the 50.
Well, I must tell you, BP, this is a very different Tendulkar that I'm seeing today off late. He hasn't batted in this fashion. Now, what he knows is Andy Carrick knew that the ball was a bit too full, so he knew that compensation would be made with the length. So again, the master batsman reading the bowler's mind, all set to look for that short pitch delivery. And after a long, long time, I must say,
See, this is the story of 2003 World Cup. Before this match, when journalists were asking questions to Andrew Carrick, the bowler, which we have seen in the video, about Sachin Tendulkar. And in his interview, he said, Sachin Tendulkar is just an ordinary batsman. He can't pull shots and hook shots. So we don't worry about him. We don't care. And journalists, surprisingly, told this thing to Sachin Tendulkar. Now, what Sachin Tendulkar did on that particular day, we have seen. But if Sachin Tendulkar was not there, any other person would have been there, that person would have reacted in a different way. Maybe that person would have reacted in a verbal way. But Sachin Tendulkar did not utter a single word before the shot, after the shot. He was very cool and comfortable. Now see, on your screen, three greatest personalities from their respective fields. Amitabh Bachchan, Lata Mangeshkar and Sachin Tendulkar. Now I am not asking about their career. Can you guess why I am showing this picture to you? Yes, I am showing you this picture because I want to tell you one thing, that these people are considered as the highly humble people in India. They are respected not because of their greatest of achievements. Yes, they are there. But these people are respected by the people for their down-to-earth nature. These people are respected for their social behavior. See one more picture. Now this picture will give you one more idea. See Sachin Tendulkar putting his hand on the shoulder of the groundsman. Now what it shows? It shows to get the knowledge from any person which is important to me, I am ready to do anything. See how friendly he is dealing with that person. He is not ordering in this picture. He is not asking that way. He has put his arm on its shoulder. It shows how friendly Sachin Tendulkar is with these kind of people who can help him. So, one and all, we can say that this is what the social behavior is about. Now, these people are highly respected, highly appreciated by the people for their humbleness. Now, I am telling you all these things. You may say, why? Because in our textbook, there is one lesson for you. Lesson number 2 from your textbook. Name of the lesson? On saying please. The title suggests the importance of saying please. Now, please is not just a word here. Please is what? Social behavior of a person. How often do we say please to most of the people? Ask yourself. And we will go to the content directly. See your textbook. See, in on saying please 1.2, if you see the title that please is written in double inverted comma, means it has deeper meaning. It is coming not just as please, but it is beyond that. It is coming for the polite manners, social behavior of the person in the society. Now see, some of the icebreakers are given. See the first one. List the words of courtesy that we use in our daily life. Some of the words like thank you, excuse me, please, maybe, other words are also there. You can use your own words of courtesy. So many are there. Now see the next one. Listed below are a few character traits of people. Some are positive traits while others are not. Now you have to tick the ones you feel are desirable, which you like, or which one should possess. Now you can tick as per your own thinking. Now third one, etiquette and manners are very important for a person to live in the society. So you have to read the following and put them in proper column. There are as many as 6 are there. You can put them into appropriate and inappropriate manners and etiquettes. That is quite easy thing for you. So we should not waste our time there. And let's move to the main content of the lesson. See, if you see, there is a name of the writer. Can you see that on your screen? Name of the writer, Alfred George Gardiner, 1865 to 1946. Long back. He started his literary career as a journalist. At the age of 37, he was appointed editor of the Daily News, London based. Okay. So all those things are there. He worked for Daily News, the Manchester Evening News, etc., etc. His uniqueness lies in his ability to teach the basic truths of life in an easy and amusing manner. This is the most important thing about his writing. He taught us the basic truths of life in very simple and amusing manner. He raised the question of morality in everyday life. The question of morality was raised by him in everyday life. See this lesson on saying please. In this lesson, he points out the value of good manners in social life and emphasizes the importance of courtesy and politeness in daily behavior. He shows how polite speech and manner sweeten the atmosphere around and how discourtesy and ill manners spoil or pollute it. So, He is in favor of good social behavior, no doubt about it. And this particular lesson also talks about this particular thing. Now let's go and see the lesson actually, what it says. See, page number 14 now. Now we'll do one thing, as the lesson is a big one. We'll go as per paragraphs. Quickly we will see the first paragraph of the lesson. It is saying like this: the young liftman in a city office who threw a passenger out of his lift the other morning and was fined for the offence was undoubtedly in the wrong. It was a question of please. The complainant entering the lift said top. The liftman demanded top please, and this concession being refused, he, means the liftman, not only declined to comply with the instruction but hurled the passenger out of the lift. This is, of course, was carrying a comment on manner too far. Discourtesy is not a legal offence and it does not excuse assault and battery. So are you getting what the writer is trying to say? Discourtesy means lack of courtesy, rudeness. See, assault and battery means an attack which includes not only threats but also the actual use of violence. Okay, fine. So this is it. The incident is about a liftman and a passenger. The liftman threw the passenger out of the lift as the passenger refused to say please to him. He ordered top. Top means top floor. And the liftman was demanding please. He demanded request and the man was in the mood of giving order. So discourtesy was shown by the person, the passenger, but it is not a legal offense. If a burglar breaks into my house and I knock him down, the law will acquit me, and if I am physically assaulted, it will permit me to retaliate with reasonable violence. Now see, there is one more thing. If someone is trying to assault you, if someone is trying to hit you physically, you can retaliate. You can do some reasonable violence to protect yourself. The law will allow you to do so. But if you are being insulted by someone, the law does not allow you to hit that person as a response. This is what the writer is talking about, the first paragraph. Now see what happened. And the one more thing is there, but no legal system could attempt to legislate against bad manners. Bad manners are not legal offense in India or anywhere, or could sanction the use of violence against something which it does not itself recognize as a legally punishable offense. As per law, there are certain norms about legally punishable sins or deeds, you can say, but being rude or being, you can say, discourtesy is being shown by someone, discourteous person is not against any law. It would never do if we were at liberty to box people's ear because we did not like their behavior or the tone of their voices or the scowl on their faces. Our fists would never be idle and the gutter of the city would run with blood all day. Sometimes you need to control your anger, always with those closed fists, you can say. But if the law allows us to hit the person who is looking at us in an insulting manner, who is showing some rudeness or who is not making proper faces to us, if the law allows us to retaliate, to hit that person, then there will be much violence. In short, the writer is talking about that particular thing. So one and all, the lesson starts with a short story of about a liftman and a passenger. It talks about how the liftman asked the passenger to get out of the lift as the passenger behaved rudely with him. Instead of saying top please, means top floor, the passenger said or ordered top. The liftman didn't like his rudeness and threw him out of the lift. Now it is just an incident. It can happen many times, many places. But now the question is, who is right between them, the passenger or the liftman? And your answer will change as per your own analysis of social behavior. Some may say the liftman is right, some may not. If you are involved in a situation like this, how would you react? Doesn't matter whether you are a liftman or a passenger. So you can't change your behavior if you change your role. So this is one more question you need to think on. If you are in place of that liftman or the passenger, how would you react? This is question for you. Now see, one more thing. Technically, discourtesy is not a legal offense, not in India, not anywhere. Legal means as per law. If someone attack you, but if someone attack you physically, you can injure him, you can fight with that person a bit as the law permits you to defend yourself. But what about bad manners? Bad manners are not legally punishable offense to the law. It doesn't allow to hit anyone for bad manners. You need to understand this thing. But bad words, bad manners hurt more than the physical violence. We will come to that part again later on. See the next one. Next paragraph. What he said. I may be as uncivil as I may please, and the law will protect me against violent retaliation. I may be haughty. Page number 4. And there is no penalty to pay except the penalty of being written down an ill-mannered fellow. Fine. If you are a boorish person or a haughty person, the person who talks about himself only, there is no problem to the law. Only you will be considered as an ill-mannered person, ill-mannered fellow. That is okay. The law does not compel me to say please or to attune my voice to other people's sensibilities any more than it says that I shall not wax my mustache or dye my hair or wear ringlets down my back. So the law is not against any behavior. The way you want to live, you can live. The way you want to keep your hairstyle, the way you want to wear your ringlets or clothes or other things, the law allows you. There is no restriction of law on your clothes, on your lifestyle. Such way, there is no restriction of being polite. There is no restriction that one should say please or be polite. It does not recognize the laceration of our feelings as a case for compensation. There is no allowance for moral and intellectual damages in these matters. So, he is talking about moral and intellectual damages, if any, if moral damages are there, or if someone is hurt intellectually, there is no provision in the law which can protect you from such insults. So, one and all, physical damages are being considered by the law. If someone is insulting you verbally with his expression, there is no protection from law. But the way we are behaving in society, it is our own discretion. So one and all, we can say that even though the person was wrong, the passenger was wrong, the liftman was more wrong, as he physically assaulted and he came under the clutches of the law. Now see the third paragraph of the lesson. We will see some of the part of this and we will stop. See, this does not mean that the damages are negligible. It is probable that the liftman was much more acutely hurt by what he regarded as a slur upon his social standing than he would have been if he had a kick on the shins, for which he could have got a legal redress. So the liftman was hurt more than actually it seems. Though he assaulted that person physically, but he was also hurt. But there wasn't any provision for his, hurtness or something like that. The pain of a kick on the shins soon passes away, but the pain of a wound of our self-respect or our vanity may poison the whole day. $1 million thing. See, if someone is hurting you, you can't forget that insult. If someone is hurting you verbally, if someone is hurting you physically, you may forget that. Soon your wounds will be healed. But if someone hurt you verbally, the wounds are always there. They will not go in a recent time or in limited time span, you can say. So one and all, this is it for the day. I hope you have understood the content. So let's have a small recap of it. We talked about social behavior. We tried to analyze from our own experience. As I gave you two situations, how would you react? Then we talked about Sachin Tendulkar's example, in what fashion he responded to his insult. We talked about Lata Mangeshkar and Amitabh Bachchan's fame, publicity based on their social behavior. Then we came to the lesson where we have seen that there is an incident between a liftman and the passenger. Both are wrong, but the technical things are against the liftman, as he physically assaulted his passenger. So remaining part of the lesson we will see in the next lecture. Till then, goodbye. Thank you.